Remember Vitaly Zdorovetskiy? Yeah, that Vitaly, the guy who ran shirtless onto the World Cup field, pulled pranks that racked up millions of views, and built a brand around shock, awe, and a bit too much adrenaline. Well, he's back in the headlines, but not for the reasons he'd like. Because this time, the chaos didn't end with a prank. It ended with police, handcuffs, and what could be the final nail in the coffin of a once thriving YouTube career. Let's break down what really happened in the Philippines, why Vitaly is being compared to other downfallen pranksters like Sam Pepper and FouseyTube, and whether there's any coming back from this kind of controversy.
Take a picture of your arm.
You want to take a picture of my arm? Why do you want to take a picture of my arm?
Because it's the skinniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's...
Because you look like a chicken arm, so...
Chicken arm?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Hang on.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Like you look small.
Why do you say that?
Huh?
Why do you say that?
Vitaly Zdorovetskiy burst onto the YouTube scene in the early 2000s. His channel, Vitaly's TV, wasn't just popular, it was massive. He was one of the first creators to really cash in on the shock value prank genre. You might remember the viral zombie prank during the height of the Walking Dead craze. That racked up tens of millions of views almost overnight. But over time, the pranks got riskier, more extreme, more offensive, and viewers started noticing something. The line between real and staged was getting very, very blurry. Some fans defended him, saying, he's just doing what everyone else is afraid to do. But others saw a different pattern. A guy addicted to fame, chasing relevance through chaos. Now, let's fast forward to April 2025. Vitaly is in the Philippines. According to reports, he allegedly got into a confrontation with another creator at a public venue. But it didn't stop there. Eyewitnesses claimed he was acting erratic, aggressive, possibly under the influence. When local police arrived on scene, the situation escalated fast. Vitaly was reportedly non-compliant, yelling at officers and resisting arrest. Several clips surfaced online showing parts of the scuffle. Though, as always, we have to be cautious with edited viral footage. He was taken into custody and spent the night in a Manila police station. Now, you might be thinking, is this just another publicity stunt? After all, Vitaly's entire brand is built around controversy. But here's the twist. The Philippines doesn't play around with legal infractions, especially involving foreigners. And depending on the charges, this could have real, long-term consequences, like bans, deportation, or even jail time. What's wild is how many people instantly thought, yup, this was bound to happen. Which brings us to the bigger question. Here's where things get a bit philosophical. Vitaly is part of a generation of pranksters who blew up on YouTube in the early 2000s. But the platform, and the world, has changed. What passed for edgy or funny back then is now considered problematic, toxic, or downright illegal. Remember when FouseyTube tried to organize an impromptu concert that ended in chaos? Or when Sam Pepper faked a kidnapping prank that nearly got him banned from the platform? Vitaly's story follows the same arc, rising too fast, pushing too far, and then burning out in spectacular fashion. Here's something to think about. Can someone who built their brand on being crazy ever truly reinvent themselves? Or are they trapped by their own past? Let me know what you think in the comments. Can Vitaly bounce back from this? Or is this just another YouTuber who flew too close to the sun? Now, about that altercation. It reportedly involved another rising content creator filming a livestream at the same venue. According to rumors, Vitaly didn't like being recorded, or maybe it was the competition for attention. Either way, things got heated. Eyewitnesses say there was shouting, shoving, and possibly even a thrown drink. Some speculate Vitaly might have been trying to assert dominance, remind people who the original viral king was. But it backfired. Badly. There's a kind of poetic irony here. Vitaly once thrived off filming other people's reactions. Now, he's the spectacle. The one caught in someone else's viral clip. And that's the thing about internet fame. It's ruthless. One day you're on top, the next day you're trending for all the wrong reasons. Vitaly's legacy is complicated. He's undeniably a pioneer of online pranks, but he also helped create a genre that's been heavily criticized for encouraging reckless, sometimes harmful behavior, all in the name of views. Remember the time he ran onto the field during the 2014 World Cup final? That wasn't just a stunt. It landed him in serious legal trouble. Or the time he climbed the pyramids of Giza. Authorities didn't find that amusing either. It begs the question, how far is too far? Maybe this is the wake-up call Vitaly needed. Or maybe it's just another chapter in a saga of self-destruction. Internet fame is a wild ride. But if there's one thing we've learned from stories like this, it's that the higher you climb without a safety net, the harder the fall. What do you think? Can Vitaly make a comeback? Or is this the end of the road? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you remember the Vitaly from the old YouTube days, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wild world of online fame.